Welcome to the challenge, guys. I just realized my microphone was off. We are check calling here. 100K bankroll challenge. Away we go. As many tables kind of as we can get open right now. 25, 50, and a 100. And here I'm gonna go for the check raise after he checks. Checks flop to me, which is pretty standard. But then he goes really small on this turn. All right. Does bet call. And I'm just gonna go small here. We are 9 to the double barrel with two more cards out there. And yet again, another fold to 10%. We're sitting at all the NL100 tables. We're waiting at all them. Not looking to play short-handed. Okay, the ace five suited. We're gonna three bet. Fold here. Fold the a5. Little Russo's balls. It's opening every hand. Literally every hand. Okay. Let's sit. No, we sit now. Okay. Okay, we're gonna raid king queen off. Fold 6-3. Spring play does make the call. I'm just gonna do a lot of range betting against these weaker players. Right. I guess we call. How often do we think they have a five? I don't think I can fold getting 10-1 almost on our money. Backdoor flush draw is still out there. I think I have to call that. Getting 10-1, have to call like defend like 90% there, or you're overfolding. So I think king queen with a backdoor. Spade is a good defending hand. Now we can fold. I would imagine JC's obviously got a flush draw or a five. It's possible they had big to deuce as well. On the turn there. Okay, third raise here. Try to decide if it wants to sit. It looks like Bicheletti is definitely a fish. Yeah, we'll set it. Okay. Oh wait, heads up. That's right. All right, 2.5. Fold king eight. King with three bet. We are defending the queen eight suited. We will be folding this flop because we have absolutely nothing on it. And we will be three betting the ace jack. Now this guy raised call king six suited versus three bet last time and then didn't fold. Raising the king six. We're just going to do a lot of c betting here. Until I think our opponent's going to actually be check raising, bluffing us enough. Or calling properly. The c bet is pretty much printing, right? Okay, we're just going to donk lead here with the gut shot. He does raise. People peel one and decide. Okay, pick up four more outs. That's a relatively good turn card for us. Check to him. He bets three-quarter pot again. I think most of his jacks would have shut down. Or okay, two pair and then shuts down for has two pair. It's a bit wild. Gonna raise the ace 10. Tables are gonna be loading in here now. Icing the king 10 suited. Kind of flop trips. It's a good board for us. We can leave this 25-cent table. See a bit small here. We'll leave the 25-cent, 50-cent table. Oh, we're still short. We're still into the squeezing them in here. Don't think we can shove here, but we definitely call. Okay. We're gonna fold the queen 10. And the 5 deuce, we're gonna let that go. Let's go with 3 deuce. Oh, looks like we got some shatter. Somebody's raging. Call that. Call. Just all of it. That is hilarious. All right, I'm just gonna sit up for a minute and we will be right. We are back. Looks like most of the tables are still up and running. Some of them, looks like there's at least a fish at everyone. So we'll keep them all open for now. I am going to eat some food here, so I'm going to. Here's crazy right now. I am going to just shut the cam and the mic off for a few minutes while we eat, and then we will be right back. We are back. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 6 and all 100 tables, and then all 50, and then all 25 table up and running. Ace King Invictus. Okay, I'm gonna raise here. A 7-5 suited. We're gonna raise this table. We're probably just gonna leave it. It's just a bunch of regs ish. Not that they're great reg, but there's no point playing um like a full reg table, especially with Invictus on our left, who's like one of the probably the most aggro player on the site. Super spewy and shit. Like he's not good by any means, but he is hard to have on your left when the rest of the table sucks. It's just not worth. It's not necessarily the most profitable um, spot. So we're just going to play around to our big blind and then shut her down there. 8-9 suited, we will be c-betting against Blizzy. We will be betting big here. If he has a king of clubs or an ace of clubs, we want him to call turn. And now we're just giving up. We were in a great spot. See sugar feet here. Okay, so he's open lumping everything. We're going to pick some here. 3, fold king 3, fold king 4. Ruby Jones, cold call. Definitely going to see bet here. Good check as well. Okay, take down. Against little LaRusso. I think the board's good to bet. He's going to have a massive range, so I think we kind of just have to bet, and then we definitely have to double barrel here. We pick up a 9 or a king as outs, and an additional card. It's very good for our range. Fold 9-5. So this table is okay because uh, we have a fish here with naked dog. Raise the sensu. I think we'll call this time in the big blind. Could definitely squeeze. GTO might squeeze that 100%. I'm not sure. I don't think so though. I think out of the big blind, it's going to call everything at least a little bit. Okay, we have a lead and a call. We know Blizzy's going to be calling pretty light. We have a bunch of back doors. I don't think there's any reason to check raise there, so we'll just call. 8 does not improve our hand at all. I will fold to the 416, the 3-bet from Omar. This will be LR, or this is going to be LR. Okay, I think now we just block that. We are folding here. Oh, I guess we missed our chance to sit it on this turn. Okay. And we're just going to go bet, shove. And now we're going to. I'm going to 3-bet here. This is like, I think I'm going to 3-bet here. We do call here with the aces. Now we're definitely check folding, unfortunately. Now we lose to a queen. We lose to a 3, and we lose to all the diamonds. You beat some bluffs, but I don't think your villains are bluffing in that spot enough. Like with 5-6 or ace-5 or something like that. Like 5-6, 1 diamond kind of thing. I doubt they're turning that into a bluff. So. Okay. 8-6. Fold. Fold 6-4. Check the sevens. We're gonna have 3-bets here. I think our hand is too good to fold, but I'm gonna lead into him. The point of the lead in against like the really nitty 3-betters is that if they have like ace king, ace queen, they're just gonna let go of it a lot. And we have a ton of equity we can turn, and I think the best way for us to try to realize that equity is to lead out in those spots. versus calling like a really big bet. Okay, the ace king. We're gonna be three betting little LaRusso, of course, playing every hand that he has. He folds. Fold queen nine. Fold king four. We will do a little bit more auto folding when we have over six tables up, just to kind of let us focus up elsewhere. I guess you could argue it gives a bit of a tell off, but I mean, like it's just telling that you have no hand, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. It's not like you're doing it with entire ranges kind of thing. And we are going to three bet the sevens, and we will defend the eight six suited here. Check folding some portion of the time with the eight six suited. Uh, it's interesting that he goes three quarters pot here. Seems very strange. Uh, but again, I am just going to fold, and we're going to get off this table, I think. And we've lost our fish on this table, so we will likely be leaving this table as well. There's no point in playing rag-filled tables at the lower stakes when you can avoid it. And some of these regs are relatively good. It's not like necessarily the same as NL50, where what I mean, a lot of the regs are just really bad. There's a lot of NL100 regs that are not what I would call good, but it's hard to get. They're just nitty, right? They're nitty rake back grinders, so it's pretty hard to make any money off of them, or substantial amounts. So I think you can pick better spots when the opportunity's there. If not, you can definitely grind them down. A couple BBs per 100 out of them because they just overfold in too many spots. So as long as you stay disciplined and don't spew off or pay them off, then you can just kind of slowly destroy them. Okay, raise the nines. Fold jack five. King 10 suited at ISO. Okay, we're gonna three bet the ace four suited. Okay, we turn a set. That is a good outcome here. I wonder if we should be going big here. It gets like 10 jacks and stuff, 6, 7, 10 jack. I doubt it though. 6, 7, 10 jack, those I'll probably like bet when we check to him most of the time. He's either got, the air probably bets some portion of the time. Baxter under the gun. I think King 10 suited is definitely a check raise here. There's sort of three bet. Fold these twos. Let's get flop if we got called. Fold queen seven. Ace seven suited to raise. Oh yeah, but we're gonna leave it. We're gonna raise the queen eight suited. Eight deuce fold. Ice cream's more of a tournament player, so he does three bet pretty well. Three bet, four bet pretty well. Fold 5-3. And we're gonna bet now. We're gonna bet river. Your ranges from button and big blind are all pretty much like all the boards hit both of us pretty much the same to a point, except when he does the three bet, all the bigger boards favor us obviously more, but we still have all of the small cards in our range, so he's going to play relatively straightforward in those spots, I think. Fold 8-3. Okay, king seven folding. Fold fours. Don't want to three bet them. Don't want to call. And again, three-hander, we're just going to be min opening. Again, because people under defend, so it just is a pure print. So that's also why you see us call queen eight suited, given his stack size. I don't really want to three bet. Fours versus the button open. We will check call here. It's the same idea with the 2.5 when we're sitting six players. Seems to be the stack, the sizing that players will make the most mistakes against. And we do the mid opening. Because we're going to be opening so much and so often, I find it easier to properly play. Okay, we're going to see bet here for value with the pocket sevens. Goes for a pretty quick check raise. We're going to have lots of threes and fives and stuff in his range. I don't think there's any value really in us continuing to defend against the fish. Though he does note it as a spaz. I'm just not feeling it. I feel like he's got a set or something here. I should probably call one though at least. And now we pick up a double gutter, so that makes things a little more interesting. We are gonna have to call now. That's interesting. I think we just shut down. I think if he has a nine, it is what it is. Just trying to decide if we want to ship it here and try to push him off of a nine. Because he doesn't have like tens plus, right? He could have 8, 9, 9, 10. I think I'm just gonna check. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think folding the sevens on the flop would have been stupidly nitty. The issue is he's just like, when it's a fish, your instant reaction should be to just fold when they're telling you they have a strong hand. Um, but he obviously looked at the board, I guess, and thought, oh, that favors me. Then just went for it. And he had an okay hand. He picked up equity, continued to barrel. Like he didn't play the hand bad, and then he gave up on the river when the board paired and the hearts all missed. So I think that's probably okay. The three's a bad card to bluff because it makes it significantly less likely that he now has pocket threes. And it also improves all of my overcards to two pairs. So now if he had like Jack X of whatever, like made a two pair with the Jack, two pair with the nine, something like that, he's now losing. So he's not going to bluff those enough either after that. I think King Nine's too thin. Probably like King Queen, obviously King Queen, but like Ace King, maybe King Jack, you could bet too. But I think King Nine's probably just a little too loose. This is terrible flop for us, so we're just gonna have to check. Okay, aces. We are squeezing. And we're gonna hope to run into kings or queen. Or ace king and let the money go in. So Terry just rips ace king here. That's a really good turn card for us. Okay. It's an interesting board. I think it's wet enough that we can go half pot here. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get action. I guess you could check and try to let them bluff. That might be the best play there. Here at the king, we're gonna check again and try to get Meg Allen to start bluffing. I think club draws, hands like 6, 7, all are gonna bet that flop. And I think ace king's gonna four bet pretty much always. So, and against this guy who's just really weak and stationary, we're just gonna see bet range on pretty much every board. Okay, we're gonna call here. And check the 8-3, check the king 10, fold the jack 3. Blizzy 3 bets. I think he's 3 betting lots too, the guy. So we're definitely gonna defend the ace 10 suited here. And the king 10 does get there. We're going to value bet. Meg Island into the tank again. Goes full pot shove. So I'm leaning towards call. Probably mostly just like a coin flip a lot of the time here. Checks back flop. I don't think he checks back flop with a set because the board's so wet. He is going to start bluffing the king. The issue is we lose call to 3-bet. He doesn't have ace king, but we lose to king jack. Um, lose to king jack, but the club coming off. I just don't know if he's going to bluff that. I don't think he's going to check back a flush enough. I think I'm going to call here. Hit ace king club. Okay. That is wildly pre-flop nitty, but okay. That is some of the craziest things shit I've seen in a while. Guess maybe because it's a 3-bet pot, he's willing to check back the flush draw so that he doesn't get check shoved on, because that would be a pretty bad outcome. Right? He did get paid off for it, so I'll have to check that one. I think it's probably just a fold most of the time. But he does overbet bluff a lot. I also still think he's using RTA because this guy fucking tanks every decision that's not instant and easy. He tanks it. He tanks everything. So I'm pretty suspect of this guy, and I know a couple other players are as well. But anyways, raise the 8-2 suited, check the king 3. Definitely calling here with jacks, and we'll just check down on river. Probably value bet here with the 3. It's gonna be a lot of ace highs that just call here. Okay, check the flop. Now he's betting the turn. Gonna check raise here with the flush draw. Okay, we're just gonna check fold here now. Actually, we're not gonna check fold. We're gonna do the classic 10%. Get people overfold to it, and it prints. See, print, 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 print. I'd be surprised how many times people will fold that, especially fish, because he's just like, oh fuck, can't win, so I'm just gonna fold. Fred doesn't even look at the bet sizing half the time. Just sees a bet and he's all folding almost. Fold for deuce. Okay, we get 3-bets. Min 3-bet. I think I'm just gonna rip it. Given stack sizes. I think most of his pairs and stuff are gonna shove it. So it's either aces or we're probably flipping a lot of the time. Maybe aces and kings too. Okay, we're just fading a face card. No ace, no 10, no king. That's an ace. Okay, we are gonna raise the ace king, fold check 7, fold the ace 7, 9-3 fold. We can 3-bet here. We're just gonna call the king 10 suited. Not a huge fan of 3-betting. Like you're more polarized out of the big blind, right? Nuts or nothing kind of stuff. Board's actually relatively dry. I'm just gonna go half pot, other than spades, and we have the big spade blocker. So we will check the hold him 88, fold 6-7, 10-6 suited. We'll fold. We will call one with bottom pair versus min bet. I'm just gonna fold king 10 suited, fold the 9 deuce. Little LaRusso, we have to defend even 10-9. Just playing way too many hands. we're just gonna get rid of this 10-cent, 25-cent table, slip in the panel 100 table, folding the queen nine, pocket tens raise, fold queen deuce. Okay. Be happy with the open limp. Okay, Jake leads into us for calling. Will Russo again. Not really sure what the best strategy is against a guy like that. Pocket sixes that we're definitely calling. Definitely calling the tens here in the bottom right. And we're just gonna lead out with the queen deuce. Okay, the flopper six. Okay, now I think this is a clear value bet. He raises, we're just folding. Gosh, so he's just playing super nitty post flop. He plays every hand pre and then just seems to knit up post. At least a significant amount. Next. Fold 9-4, fold 3, fold 6, jack 6 off, fold king 4. Just gonna wait on this signal. Fold queen suited, fold king 6. Jack 6 suited as well, we can let that go. Kick 10-5, let that go. Probably about break even on the day, I would think, right now. Fold queen 8. It's like the most tables that it's like the most tables have been open in a long time. Value town, eh? Relatively nitty open. I think it's okay to call up sometimes out of the small blind, like sevens, eights, nines, against sort of mid position opens. It is fine. Like GTO definitely has a calling range in the small blind. A lot of people push against it. I don't have much of one, uh, but sort of against the nittier random players, we definitely have one. Now he bets really small. It's a bit of a timing tell here, or a bit of a sizing tell where we don't really think he's going to be very strong very often. Now he overbets turn, so that's a little bit more suspicious. 6-5 suited from position. We open some portion of the time. Goes for overbet. It's a little bit suspect after that tiny sit bet, especially on a 7. 7's a very good card for us. I wonder if he's scared of flush. I call one. Then we probably check fold river if he bets again. Fold a3, fold king 7, raising the king queen off. Queen. He does have ace queen. That is a wild. And this truthfully played. I think folding turn though is maybe too nitty, but it also felt like the board got scarier. But I don't that small bet on the flop just made no sense. So fortunately, uh, it pushes to pay him off of it. But I think calling there is probably fine. Okay, fold king deuce. think I'll defend the king queen. Do 3-bet this a whole bunch too. So I train Kilo as a fish, but I don't actually think he is. Um, oops, not sure why that didn't click up to 2. Oh. I'm just gonna double barrel. Pretty sure he just won the mystery bounty, like the 210 mystery bounty or something like that the other day. So he checks to me, check calls flop, check calls turn. I'm just gonna give up. Hold an eye deuce. Raise the king 8 suited. Okay. From the 10s against the under the gun open. Okay, he checks back. We're just gonna go for value here. Overbet. Raise the queens. It's a good call down with ace jack. Yeah, 4x opener. Interesting. Guess I fold this time. Queens under the gun versus the small blind 3-bet. We're just calling. Okay, he goes 3/4 pot. You're definitely calling here. Big checks. It's interesting. I think we check back, and then we're just going to call the river bet. And if he checks to us, then I think we just have a clear value bet. We just call here. It's just crazy that he turns that into such a weak holding. So we 3-bet. It's not the best of flops for us. I think I'm going to check back. Fold queen 5 suited, fold the ace 3, king 6 fold. Okay, we take that down. Fold queen deuce, fold 7-5. Okay, pocket queens again. See if they're better to us this time. King deuce. Okay. Think I think we can just take 2 players, 2 fishy players post flop with this hand. Probably plays pretty well. We are gonna call 1-bet, but we are done with the hand because he's gonna shove. Like he'll just bluff now. Maybe not. Give it another chance. He's going to bluff though. We're just got to fold the hand. He's very spewy, so just kind of interesting when you got a spew factory over here. Post flop. I think it affects a lot of decisions pre flop. KD8-6, we're just gonna check. And call. Check to him again. He's full pot again. Against this guy, he is such a spew, but I think when he calls pre-flop, um, a lot of his range is hitting here, so I think if he's going pot, we're just gonna let it go. Okay, fold king 3. Okay, we're just gonna lead out here on this board. And ISO the 8-7 suited. Okay, he calls. Three with the ace king. Take that down. This board's just so good for us. That's why I do a lot of leading on them. 4-5-6, 4-5-8, 4-5-7, stuff like that. 5-6-7, etc. I think I check here with the queen king. Be a bit of a disaster to get check raised. And now we're gonna value bet here. Calls pretty quickly. Invictus folds. Double check to us, so it probably doesn't have two pair. We'll go half pot. I think that's definitely still a value bet. Fold six deuce. King queen off is an open. Deuces will open in the cutoff. Fold the 9-5. Okay. Everybody calls again. Just have to check because we brick it. Brick it. Against LaRusso, we are calling again. Maybe him as pre-flop raiser changes his post-flop actions. We are going to. I'm going to call the Jack 10 suited this time on the button. We're going to fold the king queen. We are going to call the deuces. Erica Kane calls, and this is just a clear value bet against all the worst jacks. Not a great flop. For a second, I thought we had deuces down here. We do not. We have deuces up here. So let's just go ahead and flip our hands. That would be best case scenario. I am going to call here with the deuces. That sucks. I think ace king is going to be a pretty large portion of his range, so calling there makes a lot of sense. Fold Jack 10, and I think we have to bluff this now. And we want to make it look to a point like we think he might call ace X with the hand. So I think we just go a little bit more. Get back. Try to get him to fold his ace. If we get shoved on, it's just a fold, obviously, but I would take it down. He does end up folding. I think he folds an ace there a lot, so I think we have to bet it. We're just kind of screwed. And I think if he has like now, if he has like tens and under, he's gonna end up doing a lot of folding there as well. Kilo. Okay, Ruby Jones squeeze. Fours we do call. No luck there. So we are ahead of the ace queens, the king queen, the king jacks, all those types of hands. Checks. So we mix betting and calling. This time I'm going to bet. We have a large portion of tens in our range. He does check call. We'll check back as well, and then we'll decide river. And he bets out half pot. Check call. These guys are pretty big nits. Thinks more likely that he has Jack Queen, Jack King than he does lead out here with Ace King or something. So probably just let it go once he calls flop. And okay, here we're gonna go half pot the Ace Queen, raise jacks. Okay, the nine's not great. I think I'll check back on the nine, call the river, or raise the river. Nice. I think this table we're just gonna leave. Ruby Jones drives me nuts because he's such like a nit, can't handle it. And he plays relatively well, like solid, whatever you want to call him. Pretty sure ace deuce to ace five and like ace eight now. Pretty sure ace seven and ace sixes are the not three bets there. We will three bet Jack 10 suited. Um, here with the queen jack of diamonds, we can check call, we can check raise. I think I should supposed to lead there on the turn. Erica Kane calls, Tranquilo calls. I am just going to make a small C bet here on this board. It's a lot of cards that we can double barrel. That's a very good turn card for us. And we're going to squeeze the nines. I'm going to check back here with my jack. And we're going to showdown. Okay, 5, 10, 7. Okay, we're going to iso the ace 10 off. Okay, pocket 10s again. Good to us last hand. Let's see if they're good to us again. Okay, fold the 4 suited and the 6 deuce. Raise the 5-4 suited, fold the 7-4, fold the 4-3. Okay, so we ISO Don Juan, and then he leads into us. We're of course calling here. Check call the 5-4. We're going to 3-bet the King Jack suited. Erica Kane. 3-bet. Spewing left. Blah, blah, blah. I'm definitely calling here. Okay, hold on here. Definitely calling the 10s. Check there. Check here. Okay, we hit this flush. We're just gonna rip it. Raise the 5s. Fold here. Check here. Value bet here. It's just a weird spot. I guess I fold. I don't know. I didn't want to fold. I just couldn't decide if like I should small forward there or if I should just rip it. Better remark this guy. It's not aggressive. Yeah, it's full queen eights. And we're gonna lead here again. That's big blind caller. Maiden clicks it back. Just trying to get Sardu car out of there. We're of course calling with our hand. Open-ended straight draw, top pair. Okay, we're gonna check to him now. Interesting. Let's do a little 10%er. The old 10%er. Okay, here we're gonna go half a pot with queens. We raised pre. We raised pre. Raised pre, and then everybody's called. Okay, maximum changes rips here. We're gonna be cautiously opening our small blind into a 20 big stack now that we've realized he's there. Fold the king 9 suited, fold the jack 7, fold the 10 deuce. This fucking guy. We have a map. I guarantee you he has an 8, like 100% of the time. Or he has 6, 7, or like 9, 10 or something, but I am folding to him. Fold the 8 suited, fold the queen jack. Small blind will call against Lalarusso with the 8s. Okay. And then we're going to lead into him. And just play so straightforward post. You almost want to just start calling and leading everything. Fold king 4. Queen 10 off, we're just defending the big blind. It's a good board. Okay, raising here. Queen 3 fold. Checks to us. I'm just going to stab at this here. Queen 10. And check calls. It's playing a lot of hands here. Once he check calls this board, I think I'm just going to check. Yeah, we're just going to give up. Ace 9. Yeah, okay, that's fine. He wouldn't have folded the turn, and then we would have got stuck on the river anyways. Against Sudoku, I think with pocket 8s against his 20 big stack, the money's just going in. Jack 9. We're going to value bet. It is annoying when these people run into the kings and aces. These like 20 big stacks are such a fucking annoying. They used to be banned. Like you weren't allowed to buy in for 20 bigs for a long time. It was like a 45 big minimum or something like that. Ice cream makes the call. I think we're gonna value it again here with Jack nine. We beat all the other nines like 8, 9, 9, 10. Uh, I don't think we're gonna check raise bluff enough on the turn. So if it does, like it did, it's probably just value. Fold Jack five. Fold the 8, 7. Okay, the King Jack's gonna be a raise. Raise the fours as well. Blizzy 3-bet. We're not gonna call King Jack. Okay, definitely just the standard C bet here on the 7-9 king board. He's gonna call a lot of 7x, 9x, ace high this board, so it's gonna be a double barrel almost always on the turn. Okay, we're gonna fold 10-7. Same here. Wow. Oh, they called. For some reason, I thought he folded. Yeah, we'll fold it. Here, 4 pocket fives. We're gonna open those up. Fold king 3. Okay, fold the 9-5. Okay, so they both check around. Do we want to turn our fives into a black? Is the next question. Thing is, we probably have the best hand here now. That I'm actually gonna bet to try to fold out, like just to like, I guess queen 10, like king 10 probably don't fold, but we want to get value against these ranges that are out there that just have, you know, 20%, 20, 15, 20% equity against us. Like that's a huge win. Obviously, if he like were to fold king 10 there or something, then that's obviously a big win for us versus like checking and giving him a free card to realize all of his equity. Um, get sevens. We're gonna 3-bet. I'm not sure about the ace. We're gonna double barrel on. We're just gonna turn our sevens into a bluff, basically here. The king 8 suited. We're gonna 3-bet. Ace 9 suited. I'm not sure if that's a squeeze or not. It probably is. Ace 10 suited definitely is. Definitely some things I'll have to double check on. Okay, 7 deuce. It's only money loves to check. Like the Lizard King, Carmelo, whatever the heck you want to call him. He's like check, 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 check. Captain Grinder. So, which is fine. GTO does a lot. GTO plays very defensive. Lots of checking, right? Check call, check raise. Check call, check raise kind of thing. You know, defend, 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 which is obviously fine. Guess we're just gonna check down now. Kind of missed the C bet there. Out of position on Ace King as the pre-flop raiser. Perfect to 9. I'd love to see that. I'd love to get called by 9-7 off and lose. Queen 8, we're raising. D6, full Jack 8, full D6, deuce. How many hands is this? 360. I just wonder if he played a ton of heads up. That's why his stats so high right now. Okay, we're gonna fold 7-4. His queen raise. Okay, fold 10-8, folded by 4. 6-7 calls again, 8-7 calls again, 10-9 probably calls again, Jack King, they all call again. 6s, 9s, 8s, they all check raise. Um, I think we need to value bet again here. I don't think he has a ton of 9s. Yeah, I think ace queen's definitely value bet. We just beat too many of the other queens, right? You have to value bet that. For sure, I was just deciding on sizing. But, the 9s are less likely. I think he starts to fold some of his under lesser pocket pairs the turn. You might call 9 though still. Um, okay, we're gonna raise king 5 suited. Or continuation, but king 5 suited. Fold in jack 3. Fold 5-3. Okay, we take that in. Fold the 9-4. Fold the king 3, fold the 9-6, fold the ace 6 offsuit. 5 deuce is a fold. Jack 8 suited under the gun is not an open. At least not very often, if at all. King 5 fold. Okay, we're gonna defend the king 5 suited. Yeah, it's pretty good flop for us. Oh, what are these guys going on with? Oh, this one here. Aces. 7 deuce. What a clown. Okay, flop checks back. I think we're gonna overbet here and try to take it down right now. I think going small, he calls too much, and then if river's not a club or a diamond, excuse me, then we don't get enough folds. So I think the best time to win that hand is just on the turn. Fold 6 deuce. Ace 9 suited, we'll call. 9-4 suited, we're gonna fold to king 4, the 5-4, and the 8-7 are all folds. Okay, Meg Allen, I see that's very small. I am calling that. Okay, we're gonna check the ace. I don't think he necessarily. I think I'm just gonna try to fold off an ace, or he might even call a king here, like we're trying to bluff the pot. So he might call king queen sometimes, thinking that if I had an ace, I would just check it down. Chop it up. That's fine. Okay, we 3-bet the pocket queens. Calls. We're gonna check to him. Call. Check again. So the only bad cards are obviously an ace or a king, but we're just calling down here at this point. We don't want to heart either because it's a killer action. That's probably like one of the worst possible cards in the deck. Oh, come on. I guess it's better than him having pocket jacks, right? But super annoying. Okay, fold the 8-4. And Definitely gonna see that this board as pre-flop raiser. Ruby Jones is like way nittier than I even remember it being. 12 and 4%. Coming in. 62 chance, 13 and 10. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Fold some five. We're gonna leave this table here after we play our button. Yeah. I guess we're focusing on our button now that it's heads up. Okay, LaRusso with another 3-bet. I'm gonna fold this hand. Okay, we are squeezing the pocket kings. We will not be folding. We get 4-bet, obviously. No action though. Okay, pocket eights. Gonna open those up. Fold the 9 deuce. Fold the 10-7. Fold the 6 deuce. Yeah, it's just a shitty table there. It's a tourney guy. There, I think. Raise the 7. Fold king deuce. 9-5 suited. Pocket eights. It's a big squeeze. We'll let that go. Okay, fold 5-4. Got to get some background music, I think, going for the stream too. Make it get a little more actiony. So we're at this table because of Little Russo. It sucks we're so far away from him, and he's kind of on our left. Then we just have a bunch of nits on our right. Fold the 7 deuce. It's like 25-cent, 50-cent table opening. Sit down there too. Okay, fold the 7-4. Fold the jack 9. Okay, the ace 8 suited. Fold king 6. Fold queen 9. Okay, the ace 8 suited. We're gonna raise. And we're going to, we can check this back sometimes, but not on this board. Okay, fold the 8-5. Ace 8 is bottom of our win range. Against Erica Kane and the guys behind me, I don't mind calling. Serdugo can be spazzy, but as his stack gets deeper, his level of spaz kind of drops off quite a bit. Check the ace 8. On a board we're going to be c-betting often. We will defend the ace 8. Okay. And raise the ace queen, fold the jack deuce, fold the king 7. Okay, 3-handed min bet. Checks twice to us. I think we just have to bet now. When I say have to bet, I mean we want to bet now because they're not showing any interest in the pot. The jack's a good card for us. We have queen king, we have ace queen, we have all these hands that pick up equity too. They're going to barrel, and they're just going to end up folding a lot to it. Okay, here we just go half pot on the ace queen. Pocket 4 is opening. We're going to let the ace 8 go here. Okay, 3 is a good card. Well, I wonder if I want to overbet this. I think I do. I would overbet this. It's a bluff always. Just not a lot of hands you can have is kind of the issue with betting super big here. You know what I mean? So I think like pocket nines want to overbet there. because he can have all the ace X type hands then. But when we have ace queen, we're blocking top pair, second pair. I think overbetting there's actually a mistake with that particular hand. Like Meg Allen just, oh, your RTA got you. RTA caught up to you, did it? Told you to check raise that. Shorthanded. We are calling, obviously. Wait for the RTA to catch up. Yeah, run those hands. Fold the 8-3, 2, 1, 0 bet. So like confusing. We just have top two. We're gonna get stacked again by this guy probably who has like pocket threes. Here we go. Tank it down. Tank, 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 tank. Every time. Here it comes. Here comes the tank. I think I'm just gonna fold. I kind of believe him this time. Nope, not this time. Oh man. Well, we're gonna stack off, I think, with kings. We're gonna three bet the ace jack. Okay, it's interesting. So we beat 10 jack now, which is huge. I don't think pocket tens, pocket jacks are going to like check all of a sudden. 7 out there. Pocket 10, pocket jacks would, yes, sorry, because now he's got a boat and he doesn't care what happens. But we beat ace jack, king jack, we beat pocket queens, we beat 10 jack. We lose to 8-9. We do have outs. We're ahead of all this like queen king type flush draws and stuff, combos. Thanks, folds. Fold sub 3. Okay, fold the ace king suited, fold 5-3, fold queen 6 suited. And we will see bet here. Jack, no, well, 10. Make 2 pair. I'm gonna lead into him here. I don't trust him to keep barreling enough. Okay, we get check raised. We're obviously gonna call here. Fold jack 3 suited. Uh, raising the king queen, raising the ace 5, folding the 9-5. Queen 10 suited, we're gonna call. Deuces, we're gonna raise. Spades roll in. He's just not one to bluff. So I'm just gonna go half pot and try to give him a hand that like a bet sizing where he doesn't want to fold. Like a jack too. Yeah, if I checked, he would have checked back there pretty much every time. We are gonna call ace high here with 2 pairs on the board. Raise the ace 8 suited. Called threes. The king jack off. We're gonna 3-bet. Not a great board for us here. With the ace 8 suited, we're gonna check. Pocket threes. We're just gonna kind of check give out there. 6 suited check. 6 suited folding. We're gonna fold the queen 5 suited. We're gonna fold here. We're gonna remove this table. Okay, checking. Okay, he checks back. I'm just gonna go for like a little min bet here. Snap calls. All right, chicken parm. See bet here in the 3-bet pot. Raise the ace suited. Yeah, I'm not sure about that king 10 hand. Honestly, I didn't want to get sacked by that guy again, so I think it's probably maybe a mistake. The diamonds comes in. I think it's the ace of diamonds. Like, obviously, the RTA probably told me to keep bluffing because it's a pretty good card to bluff. Diamonds come in, Jack Queen gets there. You know, ace 3, ace 5, ace 10 all improve to shoving hands. Um, So it's kind of just one of those spots. Okay, we're gonna read the ace-5. King 8 here, we're just gonna bet for value. And we'll ace-6 suited actually I think is a fold. I have to double check those because I know ace-5 suited is obviously a 3-bet, but I think ace-6 and ace-7 are not 3-bets. But I'm gonna have to double check all that. Right, we're gonna fold here. I don't want to play three-handed right now. Oh, 100, check before. Okay. Jamie boy here. Four-handed. Yeah, whatever. I think we'll just drop to mid open here. Maybe not on the button. Maybe we should still be going bigger on the button four-handed. Fold set 5. Yeah, this table's just keep an eye on the table, maybe. So we have second pair here. We're going to check back. We are going to see bet here with 6-7 suited. We can continue barreling on a lot of turn cards. Raise the queen 10 suited, fold 5-3, fold 6-3. We're of course calling here with the king jack. Five-handed here, that's too small. Interesting. I guess we just check our king. Yeah. Okay. Pre-flop, we raised and everybody called. Well, we're just gonna try to just a bad board. I'm just gonna go half pot here. It's just weird. I might even be a check here, four-handed, five, whatever it is. King 8 suited with a call. Alright, now we're gonna value bet. Against a bet and a raise, I'm just gonna let the ace 9 go here. And we're c-betting the king jack. Just here. And bet river. Value bet the jack here. Nice. Oh, saved by the 3 though. That's like half the issue. I can't believe he didn't raise turn. Okay, here we're gonna go really small. I think if we go big, he's gonna fold too much. And we're gonna basically we want him to call king queen, we want him to call ace 10, ace queen, stuff like that. So and like if we go big, he just has a jack and we chop, right? Like that's kind of the reality of it. We want to try to avoid that. No. Thank you for paying rake. Dum dum. Yeah, obviously. Saved by the river. I don't like the shove there doesn't make a lot of sense unless I guess it could be bluffing, maybe somebody might call off, but feel like nobody's gonna bluff that often enough. Kings, no action, 10 deuce fold. Queen 5 suited, we're gonna fold. We're gonna fold queen 7 suited here. Okay, 6-7 suited, we're gonna raise that up. Ace queen. Raise the aces, raise the ace queen. Okay. I'm gonna check here. Okay, we're gonna see about the aces. Hmm. I think we just bet here. Yeah, nice. I was gonna say, I wonder if it's better to check shove there. But I think he's just gonna call the board too often, so I think that's fine too. Okay, we make 5 high flush. I'm just gonna leave this table, I think. My two-handed, three-handed, or like heads up's fine to a point, but um, my three-handed game's not great. I wonder if I'm supposed to call here. What happened? Flop, everybody checks, turn, everybody checks, river, LaRussa finally bets. Like, I think I'm just gonna call. Yes. Yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense. Like to check flop, check turn with a stronger club, and then all of a sudden be willing to bet it on the river doesn't make a lot of sense. And then if you have like a weak club and you're just kind of chasing the flush, hoping to kind of get to showdown with it, you're not gonna all of a sudden bet pot on the river with it. So okay. Okay, the 25. We are going to raise the queen jack. We are opening the ace jack. Okay. I'm going to check one time here, anyways. Checks back. Check again. Okay, raise the king jack suited. We're just going to let the queen jack of hearts go. We're, of course, calling here with the queen. Think for a second. Check. Snap checks back. Okay. See, that makes sense for him to have a small heart there, the way that hand was played. Okay, fold the king deuce. Fold the king seven. Eight. Seven deuce. Yeah, nice hands there. Nice. Let's go through that. Right. We're going to squeeze the tens. Aces offers folding. Fold 5-3. And we're going to, of course, 3-bet the ace king suited. Left. I've been watching a lot of the Doug Folk challenge. I wonder if he's actually online yet or not. Not yet. I found it pretty interesting. Looks like he's made a pretty good comeback. I actually found the heads up play to be pretty informative, actually, and quite helpful with my own heads up game. Just seeing like how absolutely terrible I was playing for heads up. Not that I'm really good at heads up still pretty terrible at it, but I think watching that and watching him kind of study and stuff is it's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna full raise the queen suit. Um, yes, we just raised the 9-7 off here. We can 3-bet the queen suited sometime, just because people are overfolding. Okay, and we're gonna see bet small. Calls. And we're gonna check and hope he's just got a pair. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay, well. It's hard to leave Little Russo here. Folding the 10-8. Fold back deuce. I don't know what to make of this guy. Okay. Raise these 4. Fold the 9-5. Fold the king 3. Fold the 10-4. Okay, fold the ace 4. Okay, raise the ace 9 suited. Raise the ace jack. Fold king 8. Fold 6-3. Fold queen 8. Our session will shortly be coming to an end, I think. Shortly-ish, anyways. Three with queen 10 suited. We are folding ace jack. Small blind 3-bet. Fold 10-8. Fold the 8-3. Fold the 9-7. And 3-bet the ace jack suited. Fold the jack 4. Fold 10-3. King queen, we're gonna bump that up. 9-6 suited we'll defend with. Can also 3-bet that quite a bit. Okay, the ace jack gets called. We're gonna check back once here. This is almost 100% range bet, this board. But Baxter's sort of our resident little knit box in spots. I think checking there probably is the best play. And we call. Top 4s, we're just gonna check full. Raise the king queen. See, and then you could like when this guy just starts barreling, like we have to call here, obviously, with ace jack. And checking the flop, that's the whole point of this, is to try to trigger him. The issue is the field is so nitty that you just feel like you're losing here, even when you check this back and you're like, oh, there this. Like I would bet at least half my stack that he has ace queen here. But again, we have to call. There's no way around that. Oh, just the ace 9 on the river. Perfect. That's a little tilted. Won't lie. Let's egg him. We check. We got 3 right here. We got raised here by Little Russo. And we do call down with the 9 with the king over here in the top left. Check here. And we call again. And if he bets again, we are pulling here. We do block hearts, like we do block the king of hearts with block it, but so far Little Russo's played extremely straightforward. That's a good bet to get me to call. Extremely straightforward post flop. And extremely spewy pre-flop. So he posts big blind, we raise and calls. Good bet. He raises with call, checks, call, check. He bets small again. All right, jammy boy, we're all in with our jacks here for 50 bigs. Fold jack 5, fold 10-5. So, oh, perfect aces. All right, well, the session just kind of ran into a wall here. And what if you 5-7 gets there? Flushes come in. I'm just getting such good odds, which is probably gonna let me make a call. 18's 36. Like we're getting 4-1. He needs to have what? Queen Jack, Queen 10. some portion of the time, which he might. He probably checks all those back. This is probably just a fold, uh, but I guess I call. He's just gonna have like queen four or something. I guarantee it. Or straight. Perfect. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna end it there. Getting a little bit tilted. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below, and we will see you guys